everyone, welcome to AdiTrade. Today we're going to be seeing the Nifty and Banknifty analysis for 12th May, the weekly expiry, Thursday. So this is the Banknifty 15-minute chart that I've opened. Yesterday we had a view that if this trend line breaks, we could get a dip, and even these other lines that I had marked where we can possibly take support, we perfectly took support from this second line at about 34,173. If anybody hasn't watched my previous video, can go ahead and watch it on YouTube. You can see how these lines were marked, and perfectly we came today, got this dip. The good shot was from the morning itself, but with some nice confirmation based on technicals after this retest, we got a nice dip until here, and definitely this was in place to book profit. Now if I just shift to a 5-minute chart, the way you can see this kind of neutral candles forming, right, that itself was a sign that there could be a small up move. Obviously I didn't expect such a big up move. There was some up move that was pending from this level, that's why I booked profit. I could only take this short trade, and that was enough. It was pretty decent profits. The thing is posted on Instagram. So for now, for tomorrow, I'm going to get rid of this line. This black line will not help us, and all the other levels what we have drawn will remain the same. There will be no any big change. Even today exactly we came and we have taken resistance over here, that is 34,780. see, we have taken resistance over here once, twice, again today. In the end, the way this was going up, it did look like it's going to break it, but no, we could not break it. Now the plan for tomorrow is, if we get a gap up, right, we'll be checking even the global markets. If we get a gap up, there's a good possibility we might fill this gap or even test 35,000. We can come until here if we get a flat opening. If we get a huge gap up, right, there's a good chance we might take resistance here and again dip on the downside. So that is one possibility for tomorrow. And in case we start going down, now we will have to be pretty careful at this level. In case based on CPR, or we'll just check the tomorrow CPR. Okay, previous day high is here, R1 is here. Now for some reason, if you get a flat opening, take some resistance at the CPR itself and dip, right, this again will be a very good place to book profit. And if this level breaks, that is 34,164, then definitely we will be hitting this level, that is around 33,935 or S2 of CPR. So going with this possibility, we'll see whether we're going to get a gap up or a gap down. Before that, on this chart, I just want to put on the monthly and the weekly CPR and show. See, this dot cross lines, the green line is the monthly S1. Yeah, monthly S1. We have again come and try to take resistance right over there. Then we have this CPR level also here. So until this is comfortably broken, right, until this is comfortably broken on the upside, right, the monthly S1, I still have a view that we could hit this monthly S2. If not tomorrow, probably, let me just put off the weekly CPR and have only the. So I still have a view that unless this is broken on the upside, right, and this, if it breaks, probably this gap will get filled, what we had marked. If not, there's a good possibility we might test this level of monthly CPR S2 is still valid. And on 15-minute, there's this beautiful chart pattern that's being formed. See, this corrective waves is something that we can only keep it as a possibility. It's not a sure thing that will happen. That's one of the reasons I stopped using Elliott waves, because we cannot conclude for sure that this will happen. This is one of the corrective waves. It would be like ascending, top flat and bottom rising. Let me try to show you what exactly I'm saying. Let me get this screenshot. See, the pattern that is forming is something like this. The bear market, this one, A, B, C, D. So expecting this kind of a pattern, but again, it's like I mentioned, it's not a sure thing. In a rate wave, that could, and this could be like this is A, B, C, D, E, and then a dip. Even this move is possible. It looks like that as of now, but this will fail. Now let me again pull the diagram. See, this is what I've drawn, but this will all fail if we get a gap up tomorrow, and this gap will get filled. If we get a gap up tomorrow, right, there's a good chance we could probably go higher and this corrective wave will fail, but as of now just showing the possibilities. So this is a plan for tomorrow. In brief, if this gap up, if we get a gap up, probably we could hit this upper level of at least 35,000 we could hit, and a good shot is probably if this level breaks on the downside, then the first target being 33,935. And one more thing, this was a nice move, but I was waiting for a bullish divergence, but could only see it later that there was a nice hidden bearish divergence. That is, from this point price was making a higher low and this indicator was making a lower low, right, but failed to see that and take a trade. But our indicator also indicated that there could be a potential reversal, and it was beautifully, this X mark in my indicator indicate there could be a potential reversal, but we cannot blindly trade on it. But when this comes, we can see all the other things and then take a call, like whether we are at a good support or all that, and beautifully we got an up move. Now just looking at the global market, see, the Dow Jones the US market has slipped. When we were in our market, right, it was about 250 280 points higher. Now when we are coming closer to their market opening, it is showing about 124 points down, and European markets are also flat. As of now, SGX Nifty is indicating a 160 point gap down, but it's too early. The US market has not yet opened, and there is some news coming out in the US markets today about the US inflation data. So if that comes out pretty bad, right, and if we end up getting a huge gap down, like say we closed at about 34,780, right, if we end up getting a huge gap down, cannot rule out a buy from this lower levels as well, like S1 until CPR or this previous day low. From this level there can be a good buy on the upside if we get a huge gap down. So that's it for tomorrow. Now let's just look at Nifty. See, Nifty, the way this level worked, right, if anybody wants to watch the previous video, they can go ahead and watch it. Yesterday I had marked this level because it was close to 16,000 plus. When I was doing the video, I did mark that there is a potential, probably we can reverse from here. That's why I marked it in light. We may or we might not. And beautifully the price came, tested this and had a bounce. See, today when we opened, again we took resistance at the same trend line. Nifty was a better shot from morning, and some of the people who have learned stuff from me and who trade only on Nifty have made nice money, especially after this candle. They have shorted and they have booked profits here. They made very good profits. And then we got a small bounce. It did look like this trend line is breaking, but again we kind of have taken resistance here, so I'm just adjusting this trend line. Now for Nifty, if this level breaks, right, this light purple line that I've drawn at 16,220, if this level breaks, the next target is 16,300 and 16,400. And on the downside, again this level can act as a good support. One is it is very close to 16,000. It's a whole number. There is a chance that we could make like a double bottom formation, like this W pattern. That is one possibility. But if this level breaks, then there is no significant support until 15,500, and that is too big of a fall, right? Falling almost like 400-500 points in a day. So that's when we can also make use of the CPR levels. There is S1 and S2 in case, that is only if this level breaks 16,000. Now because of this US inflation data news that is going to come, in case we get a huge gap down, then we will have to be very careful. Most likely it will be a pretty sideways day. See, if you can backtest and see, right, whenever we have got a huge gap down, we have kind of remained sideways, or there'll be a nice pullback on the upside, especially over here. See, when we got this gap down, we just remained in this range, right? So something like that, if we get a gap down, huge gap down, we'll have to be careful. In case we get a pretty flat opening, then we might have a good trade for tomorrow. This is the open interest for Banknifty. We have a very good resistance at 35,500, and as of now good support at 34,500 and a very good support at 34,000. For tomorrow, I don't think 35,000 on the upper side will break and 34,000 on the downside will break as of now, based on the open interest. But definitely this can change in the live market, and the same for Nifty. A good resistance is at 16,200 and a good support is at 16,000. It doesn't look like 16,000 will break that easily. So that's it for today, and today also we posted some good analysis on our Cosmo feed. So far in this week, one trade what we have provided has worked, two other, and this on Monday it worked but not completely, didn't hit the CPR, but we were able to make money. Yesterday was completely what we posted initially didn't work, and today it worked beautifully. If anybody wants to join, the link is there in the description below. You can go ahead and join, and thank you for watching.